making this video because I'm absolutely frustrated. I'm getting angry now because it's just like it's just going round and round in circles now. When you know, all this gang stalking wasn't really sort of well known or heard about, you know, in the public domain. Most of us, you know, I've always known there was something wrong with my own life, with all my targeting. I actually know who my perps are. But you know what? They, you know, basically they're not giving up in trying to drive me what to do. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm bloody pretty sure I know my father and my brother are both in on my targeting. Basically, they've made my life absolutely unbearable in the flat where I'm living. And now I couldn't be more happier. It's more quieter here. And, you know, but, you know, they've even got round the bus companies to even make the buses delayed. So, you know, it's just, you know, where my flat is nowhere near the town centre. But, you know, then, you know, I had some nasty stuff planted in my garden. A tampon was planted in my garden. And basically, you know, they're just trying to push me over the edge so I can't be here anymore. They've traumatised me, basically. So basically, they've made me give in. I don't know how. I went to view a flat by the same housing association yesterday, you know, a week ago. But they made me try to, you know, do the signing on the same day. You know, so, you know, I just thought that's never happened before. Why don't, you know, I don't think that's really professional. I don't think it's a professional way to, you know, this is in England, we have housing associations. Why didn't she just let me have 24 hours to go and think about it? But no, the sign-up, she goes, no, the sign-up's got to be done now. And you know what? I had no choice. So, unfortunately, I've got to leave my address and move to another flat because the targeting has got out of hand. But I feel like I'm being replaced, put in the, you know, I'm giving up a really nice flat here. And I feel like I'm going to regret this because moving is not going to end their targeting. But I tell you what it's going to do. It's going to, if I go through more worse shit to the flat I'm moving to, like, you know, mould again, things like damp and mould. Because, you know, one thing I like about the flat that I'm in now is you know, when I first moved here, it had a damp problem, but, you know, that was sorted. But, you know, I'm giving up a flat, basically, for a flat that's more, you know, vulnerable for damp problems. So this one, I'm on the top floor, so unfortunately I've got the problem with a roof above my head. But you know what? I cannot see, what annoys me is I cannot see any real targets on here talking about being really driven to suicide. There's no frantic people. You can tell when somebody's really, really being targeted by the tone of their voice that, you know, but they all seem to be just relaxed and, you know, where are you all? Where are the real targets on here that are actually driven to the streets? They're the real targets. That they are strongly, you know, the whole programme of gang stalking is to drive the person insane. So they do a crime, commit a crime and end up in prison. They wouldn't be on here. They wouldn't be on here making videos, disappearing, then popping back again, disappearing, then popping back again. I don't call them real targets. They're people that are delusional, that think they're targets. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to even be making videos past this point. I think that the whole plan of me getting me moved is to actually make me drive me over the edge. Because, you know, I walked away from that flat thinking, did I say yes to it, or did they use some sort of, you know, remote neuro monitoring to make me say yes to this, you know, this flat, or, you know, they're just pushing me over using trauma to make me give up where I'm living right now. Because I bet you I will move in there and I will walk straight out of there complaining of chest pains again like they did with flat number 1. You know what, it just seems to be that all around that time when I called the police on my father for being violent, within a year I lost all my friends and everything, and I was driven crazy. So my father is a nasty, evil piece of shit, and I bet you if anybody's put me in this programme, it's my own father. So, you know, all I'm saying is the real targets are going to make a couple of videos and then they're going to either be driven, we're not going to hear about them offline, what crimes they've committed, or suicides, because, you know, if they commit suicide, there's nobody, because they've been made isolated as well. We're not going to hear any, you know, friends stick up for them, because, you know, Real Target doesn't have any friends left. They don't have any jobs. They don't have anything. They are driven to isolation. And I'm sorry, I'm not, ever since all this has come out about gang stalking, I haven't made any serious real friends or any ex-MI5 agents that are trying to help me, because I bet you now is the time I'm going to have to be, I will know by 24 hours time how I feel, you know, with the new place that I'm moving into. If it's going to be a place where they've manipulated me into, you know, completely going crazy, I'll let you know in a second video. Possibly by Monday, I'm going to let you all know how I feel about the new place.